Hi everyone, sitting under my favorite tree, the tree of power for me. I did this wonderful session with my client from Canada, and I saw him as a tree too. The day I had an urge to go and do a session by the tree. I wanted to tell you that right now it just feels like the situations that's showing up in life, in my client's life, that they talk about a lot. And personally, I feel like the situations come up to be resolved. A lot of people say that, and also a lot of people say that they have an urge to do something in terms of using their imagination, like drawing, sewing, crocheting, doing something by hand, creating some beautiful things they can create, or just like drawing. They have this urge inside to create, and that's just a true sign that we're actually transforming to a different reality where the focus of your attention is on creation, not on hopping over one problem after another. Actually, I was talking to a client yesterday from Switzerland, and I think I mix up all the clients anyway. Well, I was talking to one of the clients, and my soul said that's a game of Mario and Luigi, when you're constantly jumping over the turtles, collecting little coins to survive, and but there's the end of the game. There's only this many levels that are set up by the creators of the game, and we originally created this game to play it for a set time. That's why we created this many layers, but then the game was hacked, and what I see is the Greys, they redid the game for themselves because they are very good at technology, and that's precisely why the brightest souls that I talk to are not very good with technology. They know nothing about computer, crypto, and other things, because there's no resonance in between high vibrational being, whose DNA and frequency, and the heart soul connection, right? Based on the high frequency, and devices do not emit that high frequency, therefore we're not good at them. and So right now I feel like before they've been working, they is us, right? That's us in the etheric levels in different dimensions, without the body, without the physical body. What we're doing the body. We're doing the stem cells. We're doing fixing everything. We're doing organs. Redoing, renovating basically the inside of the body, and that's actually a lot of people see the same I see. I remember this one woman, she's in Spain. She said the same when I felt like something was happening with the head, because it's like constant headaches, and she said, well, they're just replacing the stem cells in our brain, and that's why we all experience headaches. And it was mostly on the right side before, but now I feel like they switched to the left side. The funny part is, yesterday I was on a bike, and by what you always say it, the brain says it's by accident, but your spiritual part knows there's no accidents. I stumbled, I kind of hit my left toe because it was raining, and a thought came, which is a message from my soul that now we're switching to the left side. And guess what? I woke up and my left side here is kind of sore, and then I checked. There was a video published 4 days ago by this one Ukrainian spiritual she's a teacher of yoga and like a lot of things she studied in life, but she also feels the transformation in the body. And I checked out her video from 4 days ago, and she said next I'm gonna start redoing the left part. I don't know whom she calls they, but I know it's us. Well, sometimes she talks about chakras and things, so some information is mixed, but you know, as I know, you can always watch any channel you feel like and just pick and choose the information that resonates with you. That's exactly what you do. I know you do that. And then I noticed in sessions recently, it's very interesting how I see a lot of dates, a lot of numbers, which is like matrix codes. I recently had a session with a I think it's a Russian client, yeah. And I saw number 13 kept coming up, and then I saw a card. Her subconscious showed me the card, the tarot card number 13, and her soul told her to look up what that card means after the session. Why I saw 13, she confirmed. She said, well, I was born on March 13. And then a day later she writes to me, Oksana, I'm so happy that my soul told me about the tarot card number 13, because it means the deep transformation or death. I mean, it's a spiritual, it's like a death of the materialistic, right, world, death. So it's just a metaphor for the death of the old and beginning of the new you. And she was very happy. And then yesterday I had a client from Switzerland, and she I have a story with this client. So basically we couldn't meet for a long time. I would write to her on Skype. She would not check Skype for 2 weeks, and then I would see her email, and then I finally saw her email. So she wasn't checking Skype, but she was checking emails, and I was only writing to her on Skype. And then when we finally met, the Skype would not have a record button. No matter what we did, it did not have a record button that day. And what she did, she was on maybe iPad or computer, but she recorded like with her phone, right? And she said she would probably have to compress the file, because she told me I can publish her session. It was a very fascinating session. I can tell you in short what I remember, because as you know, when I come out of the trance, my knowledge, what I see in trance fades away like a dream. I remember she was on a planet. She was one of the elves with wings, and I remember what the Greys came, and they saw this beautiful planet, and they somehow wanted to take it over. But what they needed to do a research. They basically needed to do a research on the bodies that they would collect from different planets. And they told, they wanted to scare the elves, and they told them, we'll take over the whole planet unless you're willing to give us one of you. And my client was the one who was, she was the most brave from all of them, and she said, well, I'll sacrifice myself so they don't destroy the planet, because if she did that, they actually had time to put protection around the planet, right? And that's how she got here on this level. And I started speaking, when I started the session, I started speaking Italian. And she said that, oh, you speak Italian, because actually that's my favorite language. And when I started learning it, it's like when I started learning it, it just came as if I always knew it. She said just like that's what happened to her with languages. And then the second part of her session, she asked me to look